This is a part for the jet-powered skateboard. It's not the jet engine, unfortunately. There was a bit of a problem and a delay. They sent the wrong one, it had to be returned. Hopefully it'll be another week until the jet engine arrives, but this is nonetheless a very important part of the jet-powered skateboard. So let's open it up. So here we have a Hitech Lynx 4S radio controller for controlling the jet-powered skateboard. Now I tried really hard just to get a cheap, simple radio for this, but you know, I was fighting my genetic flaws and my, you know, obsessive compulsiveness, and I ended up just having to like go for pretty much the best one out there. You know, I was going to go for a 2-channel one, and I saw they had a 3-channel one, and then I saw they had a 4-channel one, so I'm like, well, I have to get the 4-channel. And then I saw that they had an even better one than just the 4-channel, and that was this one, and that is one where it doesn't just send signals to like the receiver and, you know, to move the servos and things. It can actually take information back. So fingers crossed, I can actually see the temperature and RPM of the jet engine on the controller itself, like on the display. So that will be pretty cool. I mean, yes, it's completely overkill, but so is a jet-powered skateboard, so maybe it makes sense after all. Man, it's getting really warm in here. Okay, so let's just open this thing up. Stickers, CD, plastic packaging, receiver, cable, funny little thing that keeps it fresh, like you get in when you buy a new pair of shoes. That's a controller, we'll leave that. That looks like a charger. I wonder if there's batteries in this, that'll be cool. Saves putting loads of those AA batteries in. I think that's so you can modify where the wheel sits on the controller. That's some other thing. That's it, there's nothing else in here. So here we have the controller. Oh, it switches on. So that's pretty cool. It's got batteries inside, and obviously they're already charged. Man. So yeah, I think that's all I've really got for you today on the skateboard. Waiting for the jet engine. Not sorted out fuel tanks yet. Controller is here. You know, it's funny, here in New Zealand I have to pretty much import everything. I mean, for my business I have to import titanium and packaging and that kind of thing, and you know, it's part and parcel of business. But you know, for this jet-powered skateboard, I have to import pretty much everything. So the controller, the carbon fiber, the titanium parts of it, the jet engine itself. This is weird. It's the only thing I don't have to import. There's actually someone in New Zealand that sells like miniature jet engines, but they have to import it. So I'm waiting for them to import it. But I don't mind so much. It's just that it takes so long to get stuff done. Like, it takes weeks and weeks sort of to put this thing together. I can't just have things overnight and go, you know, so if I order a part that's wrong and it's not going to work, it's another few weeks until I can, you know, until I can keep going again. So that's like the sort of one complaint I have about living here in New Zealand is everything has to be imported pretty much. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a complainer. It's just like, sometimes it gets to me. Now, over the last week or so, I have been thinking about the braking system. Now, I was originally going to go for brake trucks, and I think I still might. I'd mentioned in a previous video that you know, a company brake board in Australia, a guy called Benjamin, sells trucks where there's a brake on it. You push the lever, and I was going to connect the servo up to the brakes and hopefully brake like that. But I found out that you can get hydraulic disc brakes for radio controlled cars, like big radio controlled cars, like, I don't know, like 3 foot long radio controlled cars, fancy things, and you can get full on disc brakes, hydraulic disc brakes on them. So take a look at this. So that there is a set of 2 hydraulic disc brakes that fit on a radio controlled car. I think the discs are something like 50 or 70 or 80 millimeters diameter, so around about somewhere about that kind of range. I think I can get 2 sets of those, so 4 discs, and I can put one on each corner of the skateboard. I think I can do it. It's not going to be that easy, but you know, because here's a skateboard here, here's a skateboard wheel here, for example, is a small skateboard wheel. I would have to somehow get the disc connected to this wheel, and I'd have to have the caliper attached to the truck of the skateboard and have it braking on the disc. I think it could be worthwhile. I'm just toying with the idea. It might be too much of a challenge, a bit too much, but I'll keep you updated on that.